Denver, Colorado, I believe she was based out of.
And then
And Melee is, I'm not sure where in Oklahoma.
Yeah, but Oklahoma.
But Oklahoma nonetheless. One of the Oklahomies, as we call them, in Kansas. And starting off quick with a 37, just the rudest two-piece you've ever seen.
That was not very homie-like. That was very.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, Melee has a quiet just aggression in game. It's insane.
Melee is definitely one of those, like, you see the best Donkey Kongs nowadays, and he's going for a ride.
He's high.
I thought for sure we'd see an up B there, maybe a kill off the top, bringing it back to 2014 for us there, but not quite going to be it. So much damage starting off here, and that's the first stock with an air.
Okay. Yeah, the back hit to boot. Melee going to start off, even though, never mind. All that momentum down the gutter, just like Donkey Kong. Sits in the Shadow Realm with that spike.
Yeah, rest in peace. This is on a Donkey Kong. It's the last time y'all see it.
Real.
Take it in. But these two definitely going at it early here. Only a minute into game, and two stocks are gone. 60% damage already on the second one for Shu.
Yeah, there's nothing more scarier than getting hit by the second back air from Donkey Kong. You know he's looking for something to put you in.
Combo. I think a grab will do it. If Shu gets grabbed, I think it's a stock for sure. And you can see Melee kind of priming for it.
Yeah, when I see Melee start dash shielding, I'm like, oh no, it's that percent time,
Should be dead. And there it goes. I can't believe you let him do that. Like, you know he wants it, right?
Like, he's camping under the platform, dash shield, he's looking for it.
Yeah, no, I mean, a beautiful execution on Melee's part. Nails it, I mean, no question about it. Here we are, man. It's tough because you'd imagine, DK, super heavy character, considered mid to low tier for this entire game's history, and just now starting to get some reps that are doing some work.
I mean, he's kind of just following a similar arc that DK does. I feel like in every Smash game at this point.
Yeah.
He's kind of highly rated because early game heavies, and then he's underrated. Then it's like, the character kind of falls into obscurity until, just the cracked DK mains show their true colors, and this character's a lethal threat, especially in certain counterpick scenarios.
Yeah, and it's crazy because, I mean, in other games like Smash 4, I know that he got Ding Dong, as a buff, where in this game, didn't get any crazy buffs, got a lot of really nice ones, and we're going to go under the stage there on PS2. Unfortunate with the aerial spinning Kong. But he got a few direct buffs, but nothing crazy. A lot of weird stuff, like grounded up special. But over time, like you said, that's going to be death.
Yeah.
Didn't quite have a good enough mash there to stop that one from happening, and that's another potent token firm that DK has, just grabbing you at the ledge.
Just checking you off.
So over time, the meta develops. I don't know. It's very interesting to see because you really see Ultimate try to start to take shape, like around about 2022, 2023 as we came back from that long hiatus in 2020.
Yeah, that hibernation really cooked out all the crazy strategies we see today.
Yeah, and it's completely different. And it's really interesting to see. And in this tournament specifically, there's so much variance in what you're going to see in terms of characters and playstyles. I mean, these two so far from each other in terms of how they play, but both phenomenal players in their own right. We'll see how Shu kind of. I wonder if we'll see the Mario actually.
That would be that would be interesting. So Mario, that's one of the heavies where he for sure beats, but it's like that character has just such big limbs. And
they do.
Yeah, so I feel like the gameplay would probably be the same as you would with Zero Suit Samus, except your combo game is just a lot more lethal, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. Giving Donkey Kong PS2 almost never a good idea, and we saw the consequence of that last game with that kill at 65% that Shu took. But Small Battlefield not so much better, but it is a little bit better. And the characters with small windows, so I'm pretty sure that this character has a pretty small windows ESS in terms of the up throw up air kill percents. Yeah. It means a lot to have that extra 3 or 4% taken off the window.
Yeah, I was like, so what you give up in Windows, you give for ease of access to the platform.
Yeah.
The saving grace of PS2 is that the platforms are so far and few between. You should be able to kind of foresight it when he wants it.
Yeah, like you do something dumb on a shield, you get grabbed. A lot of good players are pre-mashing now, and especially the percents that ZSS dies to the Ding Dong. If you got a good mash, you can usually get out. Ooh, that's gonna be death, no?
Yeah,
that is a little bit extra credit, but that's a stock.
Okay. Yeah, grounded kills for sure then.
Yeah, it definitely does. And then that's going to be another similar start to last game when we saw Melee take the first stock and immediately get struck back by Shu. That's going to be big damage on the platform. Little reset there.
Yeah, that double up smash gives you a lot of time to think about how you're going to just devastate your opponent.
Oh, wow. That's a frame or two off.
Yeah, that's crazy. Even with the frame 4 air dodge, I believe, it just still doesn't link together.
Yeah, that was very close. I think you really got to get that like rising up air to where you're right next to them. Like the first frame of the hitbox is already on overlaps with their hurtbox. Yeah, these two characters, I mean, it's very interesting to watch this interaction. I think Shu's slowing the game down. Staying outside, being less predictable with their Zair timings. This is really like improving her neutral win rate, which really needs to be high against this character as ZSS. The damage output for ZSS is like nothing to write home about, that's for sure.
Okay, I mean, Melee's in a tricky scenario, but that's exactly what the monkey likes. You know, you give him all this rage and he'll find a way. I don't know if that's the way.
I don't know if that's the way. He'll find one, though. He chose his way, you know, that's his life.
That is his life.
And we'll see. I want to see a back throw down B. That's what I want to see Shu do in 2025.
I would bump off.
That would be so funny. Yeah, no, these two. It's very interesting to see like the difference in pace in terms of like it's a slower paced game, but on a smaller stage. It's interesting how much how Shu's playing this game has really changed the dynamic between these two, and that's so much potential there. It doesn't get the grab.
Yeah, I can't quite pinpoint it, but Shu has for sure grasped the control of this game and held on to it for all the way up until this point now.
Oh, that's going to be it.
Yeah,
Yup, the angle is so brutal. I mean, he's right above the ledge. He's not even like off the stage yet, but that spike just seems just that nasty angle. Not quite as like a Terry-esque, but very close.
Yeah, just out and away.
So we're 1-1 now. This is very interesting. I'm sure we're going to see a ban of PS2.
Of course.
I'm sure we're going to see a ban of Smashville, I would imagine.
Town and City.
And yeah, Shu giving a little like surprise to the stage pick when Melee selected it. So I'm curious to see what kind of game plan she has cooked up this time for a significantly different stage than Small Battlefield. Well, I know Melee has quite a decent amount of experience versus Caden. Caden is the ZSS player from Oklahoma, really solid player. I think the second rank behind Melee in Oklahoma, has a ZSS that sometimes he pulls out against Melee. So there's a little bit of experience there, but she was a different type, definitely a different level than a secondary. She's a man of this character since as long as I've seen her play.
Oh man, Melee having a slow start here, but I mean that is what you pay in the heavy attacks.
There it goes.
That was a beautiful one, but not enough percent.
Yeah, she needed one more up air of damage perhaps for the kill, but couldn't afford it in terms of frame advantage. And great mash there.
Yeah. That honestly pays dividends, you know, instead of giving Melee the advantage here, he's on the back foot and possibly facing a stock loss here.
And matchups like DK with the mash really matters. I mean, it pays off to have a really good mash. Like, it really just changed the game because it changes the way they have to punish you off grab, which is usually their most potent punish on most of these options.
Yeah, you know, it's like going into Bayonetta with better SDI.
Yeah,
you know, you really just cut off a lot of combo routes that just make you just like insta-lose if you're not utilizing that defensive option.
These characters are designed, you know, to have those defensive options in mind. If you're not taking advantage of them, it's tough. And Shu can only take 9% on the first stock here. Flipping the script, finally taking the first stock of the match in this set.
Oh, yeah.
Forward air and jab, classic little, super low damage combo, but getting stage control. Gonna continue her ledge trap, another fair jab. Just more of that, same, just stage control based gameplay. Really slow. It's gonna be interesting to see how Melee tries to break this down. I mean, you really gotta find a way to punish, and that up air is a really nice auto cancel height. Good 3 hits there. Just gonna take his damage cash out. Can't afford to go in for anything cheeky at this point.
Yeah, you really got to pick and choose your moments. Just got to have to bide your time as you are going to get pieced up here. Got to take those 6 up airs and then get back down to the ground, hopefully.
So you have the read on the flip jump, and it looked like he did, but the flip kick. Gonna beat him to the punch.
Yeah, or the kick.
Or the kick.
Oh, barely misspaced around that plasma whip and actually going to pay the dutiful price of holding in. Tough stock loss.
Oh, that's going to be the stock, though, on Town City. That's why you picked the stage, for sure.
That was a big monkey swing, but it still doesn't cut down the big advantage that Shu has with the whole stock lead and the way that they're playing. She probably feels completely in control of this game.
Yeah, it's tough because like a move like that is you would think it'd be like Dunk Dunk Rat It Up special, right? Like it seems like a really good option, but it's just so scary to use in a bracket setting because it might just drop. You might have the right guess, it might just drop. If it was like super consistent though, I mean that move would be very strong.
Oh yeah, it would be a force to be reckoned with. You know, kind of like shades of like Ike up B, and where you have that armor at the beginning, you can kind of just power through and take stocks like sub 80.
Yeah, it could be good in a spot where, you know, Shu's jumping in place and hitting a predictable Zair timing, and we're seeing Melee parry these options a lot, but we'll see if he can implement that.
Ooh,
nah, it's going to be the stock.
And we're going to down air? Oh,
yeah, of course she is. Come on.
She kept a little suspenseful. I was like, oh.
She's like, am I going to do it? Am I going to do it? Yeah, no, of course. It's Shu. If you know Shu, you know she's doing the down air for sure. Yeah, that's beautiful. And doesn't even need to do a flip kick. Just does the flip footstool, and that's enough to kill DK. This character's recovery is woeful at best.
Not vertical.
In terms of vertical, yeah.
Not vertical.
The up B itself, pretty good.
Yeah, you
really
know,
quick. Does a lot of damage, but man, it does not go up at all.
Yeah. Has that hidden property, is not affected by wind boxes. Pretty nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, that's really good versus the wind die.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Like Mario DK would be 100-0 if you could just flood spinning
Oh,
calm.
wow,
You
that's
can't.
actually crazy. That's
yeah,
funny.
you
I
can't.
didn't think about that. Dang.
Yeah.
That's OP. That's new tech. I'll add that to my DK. My ran dubs or my dubs DK, my Wi-Fi dubs DK is too powerful now.
Too powerful.
With that advice.
That secret tech. The wind boxes will never get you again.
No chance. Here we go, going into game 4. Shu has really taken control of this set. And we'll see if Melee has an answer. I mean, it's hard to say at this point what he's going to do. Going back to small battlefield, I think it's a solid decision. I guarantee you Pokemon Stadium is off the table, so it's your next best option besides maybe Hollow Bastion.
Yeah, I feel like this is a good middle ground. Oh, that double X fist is just so
brutal.
Yeah.
The move's lasted like 30 years. I can't believe it's still in the game. It's so it's better than it's ever been too.
Yeah.
It's not too great, but it's better than it's ever been. Little jab for your troubles. Ooh, whiff. Is that going to be it? Good DI out. And unfortunately, Shu was drifting too far in. Didn't really have the full drift out in the jump.
Yeah, both players had like a rapid fire interaction there of where if the ideas were just a hair close or a hair earlier, they actually would have just took the stock.
Well, good dash attack there. Going to call it out with a nair. Can we get another one? Oh, I'm thinking maybe a fastball nair there, but tough to call that in that tight of a spot. For sure.
Oh, wow, the clap just barely connects without getting paralyzed.
I mean, you got to think that wasn't a dash attack attempt. Maybe perhaps a dash up smash to check chase on the platform. I don't think it would have hit
you
anyway.
can't be rolling against DK at that distance. He's just going to snatch you up every time. You can't be rolling against...
Ooh,
oh, yes, you can.
Went for the cross-up. Didn't quite get it. I don't think it would have killed anyway.
Yeah, you most definitely needed the assistance of the left blast zone.
Yeah.
So that's
You got to go for it. And he's such a big body, it's hard to run through him. Get up attack. Rare get up attack. Oh, this is really bad. Oh, good trip there for Melee. A lot of damage coming off here. This game 4 looking good for Melee so far, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And
there you go.
See, why does the up be unbury?
I don't know.
I feel like your moves usually have to be a lot stronger than that to unbury you.
It feels like it has to be like an intentional property they put in.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how that works specifically, but here we are. I mean, Shu picking up her first stock of this match. Not in a terrible spot at this point. Oh, a little scary there.
Worse though. Okay.
Find the area.
Oh yeah, that air dodge is exactly what Shu was looking for. Oh, but can't capitalize on the second.
Go back throw, gets the air dodge now. Not quite. Double back air.
We haven't seen any giant punches connect here or even be launched, so the fact that it's charged is something to look out for, fans.
Fans of Melee.
Yes.
Prepare for the giant punch. Oh, no, F-top grab. Interesting. I'm not sure.
It is also possible. I mean, ZSS has a
good
crazy
ledge
good ledge
hang. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it hits everyone, though. Going to catch that down air there with the up air.
Yeah, I felt like it was eventually coming out. She was being a little too aerial. Oh, wow. Wow.
Ooh. I don't think that should have killed.
I don't think that's... I guess maybe because it's Donkey Kong, but I feel like that never really even connects.
Might have been a buffered air dodge. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Up tilt for your trouble. Another one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, didn't expect it. The no mix. The
Yeah.
no mix.
Oh, I thought he was going to rip a spinning Kong. I felt it in his bones.
Let's see, like 10% more, and maybe it kills. Ooh, so scary. The Nair could have been curtains for Melee there.
Oh, wait. I know what he's looking for now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like
Ooh.
the last 3 neutral interactions. But Shu looking to end this game because...
No.
Oh,
wow, and just so risky and just enough. I mean, Zero Suit's recovery is so good when she has her options, but when she doesn't have her flip jump anymore and she can't zero a ledge, I mean, it is just as bad as the rest of them.
Yeah, it gets really bad really quickly.
Yeah, I mean, you stuff one of her options and it gets scary. The thing is, it's just so hard to stuff them because tethers are just so insane in this game. They're so quick.
They just zip.
And then on top of that, the flip jump is just, and how fast she is in the air. So everything's
really
going
hard
for
to contest. Yeah.
What are we going to think here? I mean,
Large think for sure. Yeah,
Town City, I think that makes a lot of sense. Went really well for Shu last time, and I think the space just helps out her game plan, the way she's been playing this matchup. And the Ding Dong is pretty much a non-factor on the stage 2.
Yeah, pretty much, unless you like get hard caught out on one of the higher platforms, but
You'd have to get caught out.
Yeah, you have to
really gotta get caught out.
Really what becomes more lethal is those Donkey Kong back airs.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, ZFS has got quite a big window. It's like a good 60%.
Oh, dang.
Surprising. So honestly, what do we think?
Looking up.
Well, 10, there is quite a bit. Yeah, the center platform, she's got a window from 66 to 74%. So it's definitely significant. That's one of the bigger ones in the game, actually. Surprising for a character like her. And usually has more to do with the hurt box and like the weight or the fall speed. So it makes sense. She's quite tall.
Yeah.
Can we find a stock here at the ledge? Really good. I'm just thinking maybe a fair one. So, gonna catch him out with a whip.
Everything kind of just lit up green for Shu there in that interaction, and those are the type of stocks you want to get in this type of matchup. And Shu is off to the races here in a very big way.
Yeah, I mean, this one going just about as well as her first game on Town and City, and it's paying off already. I'm surprised we didn't see a ban. I'm curious what Melee was banning in this matchup specifically. But maybe there's something else you're looking out for that we don't know about.
I thought the platform maybe could have saved him, but no, it was just curtains after that Nair connected.
They're just devastating. Absolutely devastating. I mean, how do you come back in a game like this? I mean, you can get a Ding Dong at this percent, but is he even looking for it at this point? The platform's going to come back in a couple seconds here. Is that something that's on his mind? Nope, they're still going to knock her out of the Ding Dong window, so it's all straight up here at this point.
Yeah, it's rough. You pretty much have to prey on your opponent's downfall. Pray for more mistakes that Donkey Kong can punish super hard. Because otherwise, a straight up and down game is going to be quite the hill to climb for Melee here.
I'm curious as to see. I mean, I'm surprised he usually almost always has Giant Punch charge, but not really opting a charge at any point. He's had a couple opportunities. You got to think you need something like that to win a game like this, but the back throw, not the back throw, the cargo, the forward throw. I'll take that one. There are characters that can do it. DK is in that list of characters that can do something like this.
Oh, for sure.
But it requires a lot of stars to align.
Stars to align and a lot of patience. You have to be waiting for those constellations to connect because stars take a long time to move. And if you aren't there to see it, you could just lose here.
Still no Giant Punch. I'm curious. Because right here, a double down tilt Giant Punch could have possibly connected there. That could have been stock.
Yeah,
not quite. Still great damage. Not going to take away from that. Oh, scary.
Yeah, you need to survive this interaction here if there's even a way.
Yeah, that's it. Yep. She doesn't even play any games. Going straight for the downer. And honestly, doesn't even have to run off the stage for it. I mean, just instant pairs and it just works.
The DK's just too big.
Yeah, it's got to be some hurt box shifting stuff there. But yeah, I mean, beautifully, masterfully adapted by Shu. Just completely tore apart what Melee was trying to do and just played her own game on Town and City. It was not even close.
Yeah, I mean, she found the reins and just continued to lead the horse to the water and to take it into top 8.
Yeah, I mean, that is what it is. I mean, that was a well-fought match by both players, and Melee really kind of started out strong, but didn't really have an answer once things kind of shifted towards Shu's direction. And I'm curious how many sets we really have left here.
Probably a couple more. I am also